Okay, good morning. Welcome to
MathyMath147.
MathyMath147. So this is a problem from the review section in the inequality chapter in Art of Problem Solving's algebra book, chapter 9, I think. And it asks, which is larger? 1,00003 over 1,00007, or the same number with 5 zeros? What do you think?
Well, I'm gonna think this one, just as an educated guess,
Okay.
because it has a much smaller denominator. Well, yeah. This is a smaller denominator than this one. But this one does have a larger numerator to make up for it.
Yeah. That's an interesting question.
Well, there is a thing that they had me prove
Okay.
that said that if that a over b, you do two fractions, a over b and c over d, and that if a times d was greater than c times b, then these two were greater.
Okay. Probably that has, you need probably positive numbers for that to be true.
But here we do have positive numbers.
Okay. That's interesting. That's certainly one way you could look at this problem.
Well, then we'd have to either use Wolfram Alpha or a calculator.
No, you would not. How else could you multiply these numbers?
Well, it's not that hard to multiply them.
Why?
Because you just have a 7 and a 1. And just a bunch of zeros.
Okay, so how would you multiply them?
Well, like I'd multiply 7 times this number, and then 1 times this number, and then add in 5 zeros to the end of whatever I got.
Alright, so that's certainly one way to think about it.
So we could do it this way, or is there a sneakier way to do it?
Okay, yeah, that's a good question. Is there a sneakier way to do it without the multiplication? So multiplying will definitely get you the answer.
Yeah.
Tell you which one's bigger. But there is indeed a sneakier way that doesn't involve multiplication.
Well, These are going to be pretty close together.
Why are they close together? How do you know they're close together?
Well, like if you took this fraction and multiplied it by 10 over 10, which is 1, you'd get 1. Actually, I think you just solved the problem by doing that. You'd get 1,000,030 over 1,000,070.
All right.
So with that, I think this one's bigger.
Okay, why?
Because this, when you multiplied it by 1, you got an answer that was bigger than this.
But how do you know it's bigger?
Well, don't. Well, no, I don't.
Yeah. You don't. The problem with that, which is, it's not a bad way to think about it, but the problem with that is you have a bigger denominator and a bigger numerator.
Yeah.
So you're not quite sure.
So what other way can I do this
But
problem?
how do you know these two fractions have a value that's very close together?
Well, because they're extremely close to 1.
Oh.
And by looking at that, I could look at how far away they are from 1.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea. You know they're near each other because they're very close to 1, both of them.
Yeah. Well, this one up here is 4 over 1. This. And then this one is 4 over this.
Okay.
So, since the denominator on here is smaller, this one is closer to 1. Because, no. This one is bigger. Because the denominator is smaller.
Okay, so this number is bigger. And what does that mean?
That means that this one is farther away from 1.
That one's farther away from 1.
So, we go like that.
That means this number is a little bit closer to 1.
So that one's bigger.
And since they're both less than 1, right?
Yeah.
They're both less than 1. This number is farther away from 1 than this one. That means this one's bigger. Okay, hey, that's a nice solution. Good job.